literally started, the first thing you did was say balls. Literally, I was just saying... Oh.
Mm-hmm. You're welcome, I'll be here all night. You're welcome, I'll be here all night.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, if you're already in my chat, give me just a moment while I'm getting the word out.
Hello.
Hello, hello.
Right.
And for anybody who's watching right now who's like, you still don't have overlays. I know, fuck off.
Well, that's a rude way to interact with your fan base.
But yeah, I know. I have to, I was just saying before I started stream, I have to completely rebuild them. And seeing as last time it took me like 6 weeks. And, you know, I have lots of responsibilities. On the plus side, I got a whole bunch of stuff done today before stream time. The biggest one being my spare key is now in a security box outside my house, where it should have been all along, but I didn't have the security box yet. So, but got the security box, got it mounted, got the code put in.
Oh no. I hope your security box is not somewhere obvious.
No, it's not.
Okay. That's the only thing I want to ask. Make sure that's the case. Why are we getting repositioned?
I mean, I was just putting us in a position where we'll probably give up the ramp.
Well, we just got back, didn't we?
Yeah.
So we still have to, like, plan and everything else. We're not going out anywhere anytime soon.
No, we're coming in.
You're coming in, insert sex joke. Anyway.
Damn it, you. Yeah, I was positioning because we had, like, just started walking up the ramp, I think.
Ah, I see.
Yeah, we finished last session after you dropped the remains of the one guy.
The remains. He was still alive.
No,
it
the
wasn't.
other guy.
No, it wasn't.
The other fucker.
Mushi? Are you talking about Mushi? We would never harm Mushi.
No, we did
We
break his
did.
arms.
No,
Well,
he
I
broke his
broke
own
your
arm.
arm.
I broke. No,
No.
I was the one that grabbed his arms and twisted them behind his back.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
yeah.
It just so happened to have absolutely broken his arm.
destroyed it.
But it's funnier to blame him for your actions.
I mean, technically, you're not wrong. He did try to punch a droid.
Yeah, I'm blaming him for his actions.
Exactly.
Ugh,
Hmm.
I should have made some coffee or something. Too late now.
Heck is this solicitation? That is... Okay.
What?
Hmm.
You alright? Lantas?
All right, I'm gonna ask this as politely as I can, and as gently as I can. Did you genuinely just come to somebody else's stream to convince them to come and watch your stream? Not only that,
Interesting
didn't
tactic.
even stick around. Came, followed, dropped a message saying, "Hey, just followed. Can you come watch my stream?" and dipped the fuck out. Wow.
At least
tactic.
delete that.
Yeah.
Wow.
I would not disagree with you on that, Lantas. Is that what you were kind of?
Yeah, that's why I got real quiet and everything else. I was looking at that. I'm just like, that is like coming into your stream and soliciting his stream. And I didn't notice that he immediately dipped out, but like normally that's the kind of thing that gets you banned from a stream.
Yeah. That shit don't fly in most streams. Like,
No.
I don't know if you're still here or not. You're not showing it in my viewer list, so I'm fairly certain you're not. But just in case there are people out here either watching and not logged into Twitch who are interested in streaming, or you're still here, or for people watching this VOD on YouTube, I don't have to. That got worked out, so I don't have to leave early today. But no, as I was saying, for anybody, mind you, we've talked about this in the past. I've now been streaming for 11 years. If there's anybody who can explain to you what's okay and what's not, it's me. Because I've been on both sides of that line. Coming into somebody else's stream as not even an affiliate level streamer and soliciting them to come to your stream and follow you so you can make affiliate is a really quick way to burn whatever goodwill you're going to have in the streamer community.
Mm-hmm.
Because that just makes you look like you're using them.
Because you are. Because you are. I mean, that's exactly what that is.
Mm-hmm. Like, the thing you gotta understand. So, like, part of why I created OTG is to make friends with people who are streamers. And if you're streaming, people are more than welcome to promote themselves when they are streaming in my Discord.
Mm-hmm.
One place that I think anybody can agree not to promote yourself is in the chat of somebody's stream.
Mm-hmm.
That would be like walking into a restaurant and promoting your restaurant. You're going to get asked to leave. And not necessarily nicely.
I mean, it's one thing to raid them
Yeah.
and then, ask for a shout out or something like that. But that's completely different etiquette. Because in that case, you're bringing in viewers
Yeah.
and sharing the viewers. Like, that's completely different etiquette.
So, well, yeah. So, for anybody who's watching right now, I'm not going to be pissed about it. You know what? Probably he doesn't know. Streaming's still a pretty wild place. There are lots of people who still don't understand proper etiquette when it comes to streaming. Hell, I've made mistakes a few times about what's okay and what's not. It's human nature to make mistakes, but take time, learn the lesson. So, anyways, let's see. Last time we left off, you guys beat the ever-loving shit out of the guards. Left one with basically 2 unusable arms. And yet, even with the 2 unusable arms, he still wants to work for you.
Wait, we broke both his arms?
No, I think we just broke the one.
Yeah, but we like shattered the one.
Yeah, I snapped his one arm, then I think we left the other one alone.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
Anyway.
So, point being, he was significantly injured. The other one got smoked by the Jedi. You guys were planning out what you were going to do. You left the body of the one that got smoked by a rival group's hideout, hoping to engage essentially a gang war.
Whoa.
Am I missing anything?
We did have Mushi contact them to even further promote the, gang war.
Oh, yeah.
Misinformation, Make sure you can trust your sources.
We dropped him off at the medic.
Mm-hmm. Then we came back.
Yeah. So you guys were trying to plan out what you're doing next.
So we just got back to the ship.
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess we should go to probably the commons area, so here, and plan out what that is all about. Excuse me. I think Rook wanted us to figure out what this is, by the way.
That is a speeder.
Yeah, but
Which one?
I don't know.
yeah, that was the issue.
How could I?
How could you?
How
Easily.
could you? How
There's
dare.
a lot of things I don't know. But there
How
is one thing I
dare.
do know.
Dare.
That you're a droid?
You are
No.
a droid?
I know everything.
That you know everything. Oh my god.
Of course.
I don't know if we technically have a official speeder that we could use for that. I think we'd have to use like something basically custom homebrew, but it would basically just be a car.
If I recall correctly, when we talked about it, one of the things we said is this doesn't actually exist. It shows on the map, but it doesn't actually exist because you guys presently
You
do
said
not.
we had one.
I never said that. Not that I recall.
No, I don't think we did. Okay, yeah, we'll get one eventually to put there.
I thought there was one.
No.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we talked about it, and you said there was one. I mean, if you say there's not one now, that's fine.
Okay.
But
To my knowledge, I'm pretty sure I said it's there because of this being the only map I could get, but it's not actually there.
Yeah, we'll get something eventually. We do still have, what's it gonna call it? This thing here, that is a cargo elevator, right?
Yeah, essentially.
Okay.
But the reason I said you guys didn't have anything presently is because depending on the land speeder you get, let's see, the cheapest one, that's 10.5. That's 12. That's 10.8. That's quite a bit more than that even. Yeah, you're talking it's a 10,500 minimum for any sort of land speeder.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, that's quite a bit. I get it. I wouldn't have been able to afford it. Even if it was broken down, it would still probably be like a couple thousand.
Yeah. So, but it's something you guys can look into in the near future.
Yeah, because so long as it's... I'm assuming that this here cargo, you're going to say that any large vehicle can move through it, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Just so long as it's not gargantuan. Oh god, what is this? Trav, what'd you send me? Okay.
So,
I'll figure it out later.
Aramis is going to, because he wants to understand what the plan is. Fred is still hiding because Aphod
Fred.
is. Yeah.
Yeah.
you bitch.
We'll bring him up to speed of it. Yeah, no, you're right. Like the cheapest land speeder's at least a couple thousand. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Excuse me.
So, what is the plan?
Oh my god. Okay, I'm sorry. You asking it like that put something in my head.
A good thing or a bad thing, Lantas?
1 second.
Only good things, right?
Sure.
Uh.
Is it? There it is.
So, what's the plan?
Oh, shit.
Oh, sorry. Give me a second.
No, you're all good. I just
I
fucked up a little
didn't
bit.
see what it was, but I saw the shadow of something flipping around.
I was trying to shift the map I needed for, depending on what you guys do, around, and I accidentally popped it out of the bag instead of just moving it to the position I needed it in the bag, and made a big mess of my space.
Ooh.
Nice. Also, Audie, you didn't start the timer.
Thank you. So,
I have to close the door real quick. Sorry.
yeah,
Give me
no
a
worries.
second.
Yep.
So, I want this. Gosh darn it. Nah. I should probably fill this out. Now that I think about it. How do I fill this out?
So, Aramis is going to look to all of you guys.
Okay.
I, I'm going to be entirely honest. I have no idea what we're going to do. This is all kind of new for me.
Second. I'll be right back.
Yeah, no
My
worries.
bad.
Damn it.
Close the door. Okay, I'm back.
Okay.
So, here. Let's see. I don't know. Oddie question. Are these sheets something we can actually fill out information onto, or?
I have never tried. Generally speaking, we have the information on the tablets, so
Okay. That's just what I wanted to know.
you
I
should
don't know
be
if I can
able
fill
to,
out
without having to log in, you should be able to use the share link for Google Drive into the tablet. So you won't have
Really?
to log in. It just won't let you edit it.
Okay. Let me try that. Nope. Wants me to sign in.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I mean, it was worth a try.
So, So like Aramis
Okay.
said, I don't know what to do next. I'm kind of new to this stuff.
Wait, hold on. You mean to tell me you were a Jedi general for how many years and you've never planned an assault?
Oh, I've planned plenty of assaults. It's just usually I have at least a couple of clone commanders helping advise me, and I have hundreds of clone troopers at my disposal. Versus, this is what we've got. And I have to do things without drawing attention to us, because if anybody sees me and understands what I am, it's a lot bigger problem. Yeah, basically, just take a moment. He kind of looks at you guys and then just kind of does that outstretched hand from center point outward. Just that. This is what I got.
Yeah, that's pretty funny. Okay.
And to be fair, I've only been a Jedi Knight for like 3 months, so I really don't have that much experience.
Hold on, he's only been a Jedi for 3 months. Oh no. Oh no.
You really dodged a bullet, huh?
Did he dodge a bullet or did he take a bullet? Let's be honest here.
Well, right now he's alive, and he has the opportunity to keep being alive.
True.
In comparison to if you guys hadn't helped him, he'd be a splatter on deck.
Yeah, probably.
Or an ice cube in space.
Or an ice cube on some Imperial vessel used to lure in more.
Oh yeah, I forgot they did that.
Right? All the shit the Empire did to bring in more of the Jedis. Oh, it's so bad. It's fucking.
And at the same time,
brutal.
genius.
It's so brutal, though. Like, honestly. Freaking. Oh. Yeah, it's genius. It's also so unethical. Anyways. Let's see.
The Empire ethics.
Right. I know what I said. Okay, let's see. Quick question. Sa, are you trained in knowledge tactics?
I don't think so. Let me check.
Because I'm not. I kind of doubt Rook is.
No, I'm not. That's like
No, I don't have any
One-
knowledges.
that's one of the 2 knowledges I don't have training in.
Oh,
The other being
I can do
bureaucracy.
it next level.
And
Yeah.
I'm assuming our Jedi friend also doesn't have knowledge tactics trained. Which means none of us have training in knowledge tactics. Oh boy.
Do you need training in knowledge tactics in order to make a tactic?
I'm not actually entirely positive about that. Hold on.
Technically, no. But
I feel like knowledge
without-
tactics is more of a role to just ask the DM to help out with the strategizing.
essentially.
More or less, yes. But also, at the same time, like, being trained in it would allow us to, like, be able to make better informed decisions and stuff. You know.
No, it'll help us strategize for the upcoming battle more.
Yeah, no, that's what
If
I
we
was trying
want
to say.
information on, if we want better informed decisions, we need to go and get information.
To be fair, you're also currently in a position where you've essentially put yourself in a time crunch.
Yeah.
Because, yes, you've potentially started a gang war. Maybe. But that's only going to last so long. And right now, the battle they're going into It's not like the battle's going to last the next 6 months. It might last the next 6 hours, depending on how many go.
Excuse me. Yeah.
So you
I was trying to see if there was any like special things that knowledge tactics, if you're trained in it, you can't do unless you're trained in it, but it doesn't look like there is. There is, however, a very interesting talent tree that I just noticed under the officer talent trees called Military Tactics Talent Tree. Which, oh boy, there's some interesting stuff in there. Okay, anyways, back to what we were about.
So we can capital the way I see it right now. We can capitalize on what we've started and go now, and hopefully there won't be many of Aphod's men at his place.
Out of character. Didn't we overhear them talking about prepping for the gang war?
Yeah,
They
but
said they'd be sending out all their veteran units and keeping the...
Yeah, but didn't they say that would take like a day or two?
they said it would take some time. They didn't say exactly how much.
Okay, and we haven't heard them actually give the
We'll
order.
hear the gunfight when it starts.
Probably. Okay. Is it okay if I move us off of this and we get the actual battle map for...
Sure.
Okay. Thank you. I just want to, like, actually have us have the battle map so we can plan around it. Ooh.
Didn't mean to grab Fred. I'm going to put Fred over here.
Thank you. I'll move us back over onto this side as well, just to keep everything localized.
That's not the one I meant to move. God.
It was what? T11? P10? P10.
A moment trying to find the correct map because I shifted the wrong map around.
Huh. Okay. So yeah, this map doesn't have that planet either, but it's like right there. That's interesting.
Which planet?
The Lepes planet. It's like right here.
Sigh.
I will say I do like that it's a standardized like.
I'm gonna
The
draw
entire-
you back to the thing that we're trying to discuss. So
Sorry.
we don't get off topic.
Sorry. I was just trying to say.
Sorry.
You're fine.
So, Oddy, was this palace building? Was this just the one floor, or was it multiple floors?
It was a single floor.
Single
Best
floor?
you could tell, it was a single floor.
Probably a basement or something where they keep all their money. But otherwise, I like that. I like those odds.
Oh, this is flipped from how it was last time. Okay. I was like
No, it's not.
confused for a second. Yeah.
It is. It's
Hey,
180.
Bob was
It was 180. It's 180 degrees from the last time you saw it. Hang on a second. I'll flip it around. So
No.
it's,
Yeah.
yeah, because Aphod
was right here. The droids were
Yeah,
the
he was sitting at his
droids, quote unquote,
chair.
were like there and there.
The map.
It doesn't really matter which way the map is rotated now.
Yeah,
No.
that's why I decided.
Okay, I'm sorry.
That's
I was saying.
Moving
it took me a
on.
second.
moving on.
Moving on. Yes. Okay. We got servants' quarters here, and servants' station here, which means there's. I want to say that there's probably a back door around here, but I don't see one. You think that's one?
Those are both back doors.
Okay. I mean, okay, I will say this. This back door does allow us to get, like, right behind this wall, which Aphod usually is hanging out on this chair. We got control room and stairs right there, which might lead down to another basement or something. Who knows? Performance stage. Wait. What? Okay, I guess. Does Aphod just sleep in this chair? What?
He probably sleeps in the basement. Is probably a safe room or something.
Yeah. Let's see. There's a security station here. It looks like, but he had a whole bunch of people scattered about in the audience chamber.
There's going to be significantly less people though, because most of them are going to be out fighting.
Yeah. So I don't know. Do you guys want to try sneaking in through like the servants' station area?
You already know my answer.
You don't want to sneak in. You just want to go in and get guns blazing.
Yes, I want to shoot.
I want to shoot.
Is that the way that you're saying it, HK?
That's not how I'm saying it. I will say it in character. Captain, I believe that a full frontal assault will be able to swiftly neutralize most of, if not all of, the potential targets in the building, and allow us to take them by surprise before they can get into defensive positions.
Did we enter from this side, Oddy?
Yeah,
Yep.
I believe we did.
I mean, like this door specifically.
Yeah, so you guys entered here. Or no, I'm sorry. Here, here, here.
Okay.
I mean, okay, that does mean that if Grawl wants to sneak around, he could probably sneak around through here pretty easily to like sneak up to here. Because if I remember right, the droids are like right here and right here. So droids, quote unquote. So he should be able to like sneak down these stairs and up to them and just like hijack one of them if he wants. How do you like that idea, Rook?
Well, what was that?
Sorry, I
You tried
spawned
accessing a...
I spawned something that is broken presently, so...
Yeah, a figure that's broken.
Is there a double move in this system?
Yeah, you move twice.
You can turn your action to movement.
Yep.
Yeah.
You just can't... so, your action, you get 3 abilities on your turn in initiative. You have your move action, you have your standard action, and you have your bonus action. Your move action can be used for movement, or, provided you use absolutely no movement, you can take it as an additional attack action only. But you have to continue on the same target or an adjacent target. So like if you use your attack action and kill what you're aiming at, you have to aim at something within 1 square of what you were aiming at. Your standard action you can use as a standard action, you can use as a move action, you can use as an additional bonus action, which there is a difference between a bonus action and a regular action, and it's hard to explain. Bonus action, exactly as it sounds. So, if you choose,
for instance,
you can use your standard action as a movement action, but then you cannot use it as an attack action. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Okay.
There's other things where it specifically says you can use your movement action for it instead, or reduce it down to like a movement action and stuff. But yeah.
And like in this system, for those who are using melee-based weapons, there are certain attack actions that use movement as part of it. For example, just like in 3.5, there is the charge action, which means you can move up to your full move action and attack.
What was it called again?
We probably don't know what's behind this door, I imagine.
Nope.
I imagine it was closed.
You don't know what's there. You didn't really get a glance in there. You don't know what's there. You don't know about anything back here. You only got some glances up there. Your view of this place was very, very limited.
Yeah.
Charging is different in 3.5 than in Pathfinder. Because in Pathfinder, charging allows you to move twice your movement. And attack.
So, what are your guys' plans for this place aside from just frontal assault?
Well, we
Any more
don't
details on
actually,
that?
we don't have a whole lot of intel. So, as much as I want to go in guns blazing, I also want to get some intel before we actually do anything.
I can't say I'd be too keen on just walking in the front door and shooting everyone.
Well, okay. I mean,
I
there's
don't
also
even have a gun.
we should fix that.
Can I hand him the blaster pistol I picked up last session?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll
If he
hand
wants,
him the
if he's,
blaster pistol.
to be fair, the blaster pistol is the equivalent of a heavy. So, what is a blaster pistol to you or Zorna?
It's like a blaster rifle.
Is
to
essentially
me.
a blaster rifle to him.
Yeah.
Okay, counterpoint, he doesn't have any weapons at all, so...
Yeah.
Yeah, and even though, you know, it's he has to use it with 2 hands as a blaster rifle, and, you know, he may have to, like, not have proficiency in it and take the -5, but who cares? He has, like, a +4. You know?
No, I
So-
have a +3 for my base attack actually.
So,
You only have a +2?
3.
+3.
so your +3 would turn into a -2.
Yeah.
Yep.
If you do not have proficiency in a weapon, you take
Yeah,
a -5.
I know about that.
Okay.
I
Just
mean,
making
it's
sure.
still better than nothing.
Yeah.
It's still better than not having a blaster pistol. What I was going to suggest is, so this is the door we went in last time. We can assume that's the front door. I see this entrance here, where we just walk up these steps and then slip in through this door. There's what looks like a back door maybe here and maybe here that we could also slip through. And those would probably all be better options. I'm a little concerned about these back doors because they're a little exposed. This one less so because we can just like path from over to here behind this wall and take up cover behind that wall.
You're assuming we're going to be able to get to those doors easily.
Okay.
They're probably going to be guarded.
I mean, it didn't seem to have a whole lot of guards last time.
Well, we didn't.
But
see
they were
any
also
guard
weren't
last
on
time.
alert.
That too.
Also, we didn't actually guard the back room. We went for the front.
Mm-hmm.
So for all we know, there could be guards stationed at the doors in the back.
Or at the very least, security cameras.
True.
Yeah, but is there someone to monitor those security cameras?
Probably.
I don't know. That's a pretty big assumption.
No, not really. It's a security system. If they're smart about it, they probably have someone running it 24/7.
So I'm just going to start. I'm going to put a few things that are constants.
Yeah, those quote-unquote super battle droids.
That's about it.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, I don't. It's a font. He didn't. I don't know. Hold on. Let me check. Is there a good way? Is there a roll I can make to know how Zorna would feel about Aphod's intelligence with his planning?
I mean, that's essentially dependent on how you think him.
Okay.
It's not necessary. I mean, I'm not going to make you roll for your own intelligence.
Okay. Well, I guess that's an intelligence check, technically. Okay. My perception of him was that he was pretty slow. If you know what I mean. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see.
I still don't think it's a good idea to assume less of him just because he's not a smart person. Because if we underestimate him or assume something that we probably shouldn't be assuming, like him not having a security guard, then we're probably gonna they're probably gonna bite us in the ass if he does.
Yeah,
I feel like if he had enough people to scatter around the room, he'd has enough people to cover the security cameras if there are any.
Okay. I'm gonna mention something that's kind of been bothering me. I kind of think we should probably get in touch with that guy who allowed us to dock, more or less. Because
eventually, yes, but right now it's not a...
Okay, fine.
We're kind of on a time crunch to deal with this thing right now.
1 second. Taking care of it. No, okay. So the reason I brought that up is I believe it's relevant. Because, if I'm not mistaken, I think he's the guy in charge of the so-called rival faction. Does that make any sense?
Maybe.
Okay.
Isn't that... Are you talking about the guy that directed us to AFOD?
No.
Talking about different...
No, the guys who directed us to AFOD were some weirdo, scummy assholes that were on his payroll. I'm talking about the guy who, when we landed, was talking about getting in touch with the Empire, or trying to use his contacts to see if we could still get paid and get repaired and everything else. The guy who specifically said, if you're going to do any business here, run it by me first. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge. That did happen, didn't it? Am I going insane? Okay.
Yeah.
I don't have any notes on that guy. Okay.
Yeah, apparently we never got his name, which, yeah. But yeah, I wanna check up with him real quick to find out what's going on with... First of all, I want to find out what's going on with the ship. It's kind of critical, in case things go sideways. And I also want to find out if... Because, you know, if he's talking about, you know, running any business, which, hey, guess what AFOD's doing, technically. Running any business by him first. Maybe he knows a thing or two about what's going on with AFOD. Is that so crazy? Should I not try to do that?
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Sure.
I'm gonna run and use the restroom really quickly. I'll be right back.
Okay.
All right. So I
if,
guess
Zorna, if you want to try and get in contact with him, go for it.
yeah. Okay. I guess I'm gonna get up and step just outside of the room to contact him
Okay.
with my comm. I do have his comm information, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He would have left it with you because obviously he said if you were planning on doing any business, contact me. So there is, you reach out. It
'cause,
takes.
Technically, this would count as business, sort of, from a certain point of view.
So it takes you a bit to get in contact, but once he answers, you, can I help you?
Yeah. First of all, quick question. I don't believe I ever caught your name.
You may call me Kuwabara.
Tubak?
Kuwabara. You ever watch Yu Yu Hakusho?
No.
Okay.
I don't think so.
I'm gonna need that name typed out for me.
Ah, thank you. I completely butchered that. Kuwabara. Did I do that? Okay. Kuwabara.
What can I do for you?
Well, first of all, I was hoping that you might have some news about my ship.
I have some news, I have some good news, and I have some bad news.
All right. What is the bad news?
All cargo contracts that were furnished under the orders of the Republic are being considered null and void.
Well, that's shit.
However,
And
in discussing it with my contact, who apparently got several promotions in the process of this change, there was a middle ground that I got you, which I will expect some sort of favor for in the future, in that I expressed to him that you came here for repairs after being fairly significantly damaged while working under the orders of the Republic, and that it would be in good taste and good business for the Empire to in some way keep some of the contracts. Your repairs will be furnished by the Empire. 100%.
I'm not saying that in character. I'm not saying that in character. I'm sorry.
Wait,
My little
wait,
yes
I missed.
thing is entirely out of character. What?
Okay.
Mm.
I missed the yes.
Oh yeah, no. I was saying yes. I'm really happy about that out of character.
It didn't come through on the mic, so
Ah, okay.
it was just quiet enough that we didn't hear it. So I'm like, he didn't say yes. He didn't say anything.
No, I said a celebratory yes. Sorry if you didn't hear it.
It's okay.
Okay. I'm gonna bother. Fix on the character.
So,
Okay. That is most fortuitous. Thank you very much. Now, on to my other business. I first wish to confirm something.
I can try and confirm things for you, but I make no promises. What would you like to confirm?
I would like to confirm whether or not you are the one in charge of this area's, well, more subtle businesses.
In charge of them? Not in the slightest.
I see.
But there are some who... let's just say I am aware of certain businesses that go on here, and I am indeed well paid to allow them to keep their businesses functioning.
All right. Have you heard of a gentleman named
Aphod? That little Sleemo? What business do you have with him?
Oh, originally none, until he decided to make me his business.
Make you his business how?
Oh, he tried to... Sorry, I'm trying to think of a good way to put this. I need a good... I need a thesaurus real quick.
What word are you trying to look for?
What? No. Why does the thesaurus.com not function right now? What the heck? Fine. I'll use this one. What is it called? Well, that's a good one. Yeah, okay, I'll go with that. He tried to coerce some business from me. This I found quite unacceptable. And in attempting
Coerce
to...
business from you.
Yes, coerce. Business which I have promised to someone else.
Oh, I see. So you have a job and he's trying to get you to... He's trying to get you to pull the job for somebody else instead. Can't say as I am surprised. Aphod
Well,
was
let's
always
just-
the type to cut corners to try and...
Well, let's just say that in correcting this issue, I've found myself quite at odds with him, and will be looking to rectify this mistake shortly.
You're going to go after him.
Perhaps. Perhaps he's going after someone
Half-truths
else.
do not become you, miss.
Perhaps, while he is going after someone else, he will find that someone else is coming after him.
Did you have something to do with the body that was found earlier?
I have no idea what you are talking about.
Roll
I'm going to go
deception
ahead and roll
check.
deception.
That word fucking travels quickly around him.
It's almost like he's near the freaking top of the food chain here.
Yeah.
Okay, that is a 19.
That's not what I wanted.
honestly, I don't think Zorda really especially cares if he figures out that she's lying about that.
His eyes kind of twinkle a little bit, and you can see that he knows that what you're saying is shit.
I'm gonna go ahead and give a little smirk. Clearly, you know, saying, yeah, I don't care if you actually know. Official, you know,
The information...
deniability.
I have very little information when it comes to Aphod himself. I know he considers himself to be a... What's the phrase? He considers himself to be a friend of the Hutts. But I also know from word around those who truly are close to the Hutts that he has greatly inflated his position with them to those around him. I also know that while the Hutt himself could care less what happens to him, I do know that there are a few in his inner circle who are finding this inflated ego of Aphod's problematic. I believe one of them said, letting a little slime ball throw himself around like he's a big shot is going to make him think that he can step on toes.
Oh, that's
The
hilarious.
place where you have started this fight. Let's just say it's distantly connected to somebody who is actually in Jabba's inner circle, and who's quite unhappy that Aphod has not so quietly stated that he is going to be let's call a spade a spade. Aphod has declared war on this faction without fully knowing who funds it.
Okay. I'm gonna be honest. At this news, Zorda's eyes widen ever so slightly. And I guess I'm probably just gonna respond with, I see. So then it's good for me that no one will especially miss him.
Not particularly. In fact, if you would like, I can broker a deal that could get you a nice little padding of your pocket for dealing with Aphod. For a cut of my own, of course.
Of course.
25%.
Ah, yay! Time to haggle.
Oh, he's you can see it in his face. He isn't even going to try and haggle out a deal for you without knowing what his cut is going to be.
Well, no. I meant trying to haggle his cut.
Oh yeah, but like he's not even going to try and reach out to this person unless he knows he's going to get a payday. So,
Oh yeah. Let me think. Hold on. I just want to think out of character real quick, and talk with these guys. Guys, 25% is quite a bit.
I say lowball him to 10, he'll probably counter with 15, and then we settle somewhere there. That's what I think. Sorry, I cut you off.
Oh, you're fine. I was honestly going to probably lowball with, I was definitely going to lowball. Probably, I honestly think I was thinking about lowballing with 15. But, yeah, let's try with 10.
If we want him to do 15, then we should lowball him to 10 so that he'll counter-offer with something lower.
Higher.
Higher, sorry.
Yeah.
Although it could backfire too, so I guess it just depends on how good your rolls go.
Yeah,
Yeah,
be careful, because if you start it too low, he'll just be offended and just go like, ah, never mind.
Right.
More
Well, okay.
I was more thinking something like, "Oh yeah, that's a great idea, but how about this instead? 30%. Fuck you."
Or that.
So I've seen both sides of that, as well as I've seen people who understand the art of, if somebody starts off with something that is very much a drastically highball offer, they're going to
Yeah.
get a very drastically low ball offer to try and get them to meet in the middle. So this
Say 5%. Just kidding.
this is quite literally either way can work. Any of these ways can work.
Okay, I was gonna ask if you wanted to use the haggle function of persuasion checks to try to do this, or if not, we can do it through RP.
I think doing it through RP would be a bit more fun,
Okay.
but
I mean,
for the purpose of
do.
for the purpose of story, it would be a lot more fun and it would be a lot more interesting. But that's
Yeah.
my take on it.
Well, I mean, what we could also do is like I could do the haggle function just to see if I'm able to haggle him, where roughly I'm able to haggle him to, and then we roleplay it to that area. Okay. No, we'll do it with a regular just RP.
Mm.
Sounds fun. 25% when I am having to be the one putting my life on the line. Isn't that a little much? 10%.
You are going to put your life on the line either way. I'm simply looking to get you a payday for doing so. 18% seems particularly fair.
Oh, this is fun. Okay. Indeed, you are indeed giving me quite a payday. But you aren't offering too much information on exactly what we'll be going into. 14%.
$15% final offer.
Deal.
I will also give you a side offer.
I'm listening.
I will knock off an additional 5% if you bring me the memory cores of both of his battle droids.
His battle droids. And which battle droids would those be?
He doesn't know about the turrets. I said that.
Which is why I phrased it that way. Which is why I phrased it that way.
I know you were in there earlier. We both know what I'm talking about. We also both know the truth of the matter is what they are and what they appear to be are very different. What Aphod doesn't know, what he hoped to make happen, but never succeeded at, is that those two droids he has are still, for the most part, intact. While they aren't functioning, while they aren't able to be accessed by him, their memory cores are still in them.
I see. And I'm going to assume that their memory cores have never had a wipe.
We aren't going to discuss what their memory cores have and haven't halved. I am simply going to tell you this. If you succeed and bring me their memory cores, I will take my cut down to 10%.
I see. Well, we will certainly try. It is a pleasure doing business.
Certainly.
And I'm going to go ahead and end the call there.
All right.
Okay. So, I'm going to come back in the room, and I'm going to tell everyone what I just learned and what has just happened. So, Graal, do you think that you will be able to retrieve the memory cores?
While
Without
you guys are planning, I'm going to step away for a moment. I will be right back, guys.
Okay. Graal, do you think you will be able to remove the memory cores without damage?
If you can get me time on them, sure.
Well, let's hope that we can disable them without actually completely destroying them or corrupting the data. Also, is it possible to copy the memory cores? Excuse me. I expect we'll need Audie to help answer that question.
I mean, it's data. I don't see why not.
We've copied data before, so I'm sure that we could.
Right. That'll be good. Also, that means that we probably don't want to completely destroy those. We probably do want to disable them.
Easy. Called shot on the weapons, then they can't do anything.
Oh, on the arms?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Huh, that's differently than I was thinking, but sure.
Or we can just disable their targeting systems, period. Take out
Isn't
the
the
ring.
targeting sensor in the head?
Well, I
No,
was gonna
these
say
ones are tied. Sorry, Garrett. I'm going to cut you off really quickly. These ones are tied to a laser designator on Aphod's ring. So what I'm saying is
Oh,
we
right.
just take that out. Please
Called
go
shot
ahead,
on it.
Garrett.
Yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say if we just focus fire on Aphod, then he won't be able to designate where the targets are.
Yeah.
I'm
Called
thinking potentially if we do.
Or if you just cut off the finger with a ring on it.
I
One
was
moment,
going
please.
to say.
No, sorry. I have to listen to Trav real quick. What's up?
I was asking how you're doing.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah, we're good. We're playing our game. Playing an assault.
If we can figure out some way to.
Good guy.
I'll die. Okay, sorry
we
about
can
that.
figure out some way to get some visual blocking stuff in there, like smoke or steam or something, I'll be able to see through it just fine, but the targeting ring probably won't.
I mean, you could also just called shot his hand.
That's not as fun as flooding a room with smoke.
Yeah, but also how are we gonna be able to see? You
We'll
know?
clear the smoke after I beat up Aphod.
Ow.
All right,
What do
I
you mean,
am
how?
back.
We'll just open a window.
Do you
Well,
see
no,
windows in this place?
I see a bunch of doors.
Fun fact, in the couple minutes that I was away from my desk, one of our cats got onto my desk and stole a french fry.
Nice.
Nice.
On
funny.
camera!
Hey, Audie.
What?
We want to know if Brawl can copy over the data from the droid's memory cores.
Grawl, roll me a mechanics.
Mechanics. Not knowledge technology?
Actually, yeah, give me a knowledge technology. I forgot you have
That's
knowledge
gonna-
technology, so it's...
Yeah, that's very good. I need my calculator.
It's not looking for there.
All right, so that's a 35.
Oh, that's not what I needed. Um,
I remember seeing a laser designator in a targeting laser. That's what I'm looking for.
if anybody wants a calculator, I can throw a couple more down there.
Yeah, I've got my own.
Sure. I'll take one.
Yeah, I have mine on my phone.
Okay.
Audie, can you post the rules for doing called shots in this system? Or do you, like, know them?
The rules I use are essentially a house rule, and it is the simplest way I can explain it is the smaller the target, the higher the risk, the higher the reward. Okay. So, for example, if you're shooting for like a hand, you're going to take a -5, but if you hit, you're going to do 3 times damage.
Hey, that's perfect.
If you shoot for so the highest called shot I've used was one of my players did a called shot on the eye. It was a -15 to hit. If the situation had gone to a damage roll rather than the situation it went into, it would have been a 10 times damage.
Oof, that's a lot. We were asking because we were thinking called shot on the hand.
Okay, yeah. So you'd be looking at a -5 for the called shot, not including you don't know what kind of change he might make in this space. So, but yeah, off the base with the knowledge you have, you're looking at a -5 to hit on the called shot, but you'll do 3 times damage if you succeed in hitting.
Is the -5 the same for an arm? I ask that because I want to be able to shoot the turret hands of the turrets. If we can't.
So you actually want to aim for the weapon on the turret?
Well, I would argue it's the arm because it's a B2, and B2s have their weapons in their arms.
Yeah. In the case of them, I'm going to rule that it would be essentially the same. Because you're going to specifically aim for... You know what? I'll do it. It's going to be a -3 to hit, but it's only ×2 damage. Because the arm is a bit bigger of a space to hit.
Fair enough. And that's perfectly fine with me.
Was it Hollow Shroud? No. I remember there was a way to beat the targeting laser that I ran into while I was looking through shit.
Smoke.
Well, other than smoke. It was kind of goofy, actually. Redirection. Right. That thing. Redirection crystals. Have you checked those things out, Audie? They're kind of funny.
I haven't, but...
Anyways. I remember seeing...
So, do you guys have a plan put together?
No. We've not agreed on anything.
No,
I am of the opinion of, like, hijacking a car and crashing it through this wall or something, and then just going in with shooting.
Oh, God.
Listen, okay, it would be fun. Also, where would we get it? I don't know. There's a bunch of speeders on the fucking parking lot. Fuck you. I have a headache. All right. Not really.
You're fine. You're fine.
It's like barely a headache. But just think about how like caught off guard they would be.
Yeah, I'm not going to deny that. They would probably be quite caught off guard.
Audie, how much damage would we take for crashing a car into a wall?
So you have to factor in on Tatooine, the structure walls are quite a bit thicker than on other planets. So you're talking this wall, as much as it looks like it's maybe like 6
Probably
inch,
a foot thick.
you're probably talking 12 to 18 inches thick.
Yeah.
It's essentially stone, so it's going to take quite a bit of force. You're going to screw yourselves up pretty good hitting those walls.
Boo. Boring.
I mean, it's not a terrible idea. Aramis is going with you, correct?
Did you want to?
Yeah, he's like all
right.
he wants to participate in this fight. he's
I'm
So-
fine with them coming with us.
Aramis is going to point out two things. One, so this space up here.
Mm-hmm.
So there is a wall here, but
Yeah.
it's not an indoor space.
No, it's
Except
outdoor patio.
for this is essentially essentially like a deck or a patio.
Yeah, I
Um,
mean, you can tell based on how the tiles look. Like
Yeah.
these tiles look very different from these tiles.
Yeah. The other thing he points out is while you guys took a very defined path in, there is a lot of opportunity throughout this area and this area to allow yourselves for some better cover if you decide to go in for a frontal assault. He does say, yes, there's a door here and here. Logically, it's safe to assume that at best for you guys, there's cameras watching them. At worst, there's standing guards by them. It's safe to assume those doors are going to be better watched than, say, the front door, because, of course, anybody who's coming through, these doors is going to be seen by everybody.
Mm-hmm. You know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and ask. Hey, what's his name again? Aramis? Do you have a flash canister or smoke grenade on you?
No. I don't have much of anything.
Shucks.
Good chunk of the extra supplies I had were in my fighter, which we left behind.
Okay, just figured I'd ask. After I saw that, typically the flash canisters were used in combat training of Jedi apprentices.
Mhm.
Only reason
Yes,
I figured I'd
because
ask.
there's several apprentices to train on a battleship.
Never know.
Well, there aren't
The-
anymore, that's for sure.
2 points that he would make are, one, no matter what door we come in, we have the element of surprise. They're expecting us to come back. They're expecting us to come back and essentially give them what they're asking for.
True.
If
Look at that.
if we try to walk into this and treat it like a full frontal assault, absolutely, we're on the back foot the entire way.
Yeah, I mean, we could just walk it in and act like we're actually just cooperating. They would probably find it suspicious that, hey, we don't have our guards with us anymore, but,
The second
Well,
point.
No, they wouldn't, because both the guards either got, quote unquote, both
Yeah,
the
they
guards
got
either
beat
got
up.
one beaten the shit out of, or two beaten, killed.
yeah.
The second point he would. What's
Go
wrong?
ahead. No, I found something that I found a little crazy, and I just wanted to check exactly how this thing works real quick. It's called a remote grenade. It's tiny, and it does 4d6 damage.
So it's essentially, if you've seen any of the episodes in Rebels where they put the like half thermal detonator on something, essentially it's that.
Yeah. I mean, if we could get one of these real quick. The problem is its availability is military. That's the only issue. But if we could get one, lift one, something like that, plant it outside, like, I don't know, over here or some shit, before going in. Or just, like, in a nearby alleyway or some shit like that. Detonate it once we're inside in the audience chamber just to cause a distraction.
Do any of you guys have any sort of grenade?
No.
No.
Wait, what did you ask?
Do you have any
grenade?
sort of grenades?
Boy, do I wish I did. I wouldn't be suggesting using a car to break through, that's for sure. I mean, we could always steal one.
So Aramis sighs and looks at all of you, says, the second point, an idea that I could make is I am a Jedi.
Let's keep that as a last resort. As near as I can tell, most likely the biggest issue is, technically speaking, Aphod here, and more importantly, his laser designator. What's that about, Saw?
I hit tab on accident.
Oh, okay.
No worries.
Aphod over here with his laser designator so that he can control the two droids, so to speak. At the end of the day, it's mostly a gamble. Yeah. So, out of character, what do you guys want to go with?
You already know what I want to do.
Going guns blazing?
Yeah.
Saw?
Well, I'm of the opposite opinion. I'm of the opinion that we should stealth personally.
Well, okay, here's a question. Do we think that they really noticed Grawl the first time?
I don't know. If they did, they probably didn't see him as a threat.
Yeah. So here's what I'm thinking. We're probably going to walk in the same route that we did last time, where we go down this way and then over to this way.
Mm-hmm.
So what if when we're around here, Grawl splits off from us and goes like this way-ish, and sneaks around to, one, see what kind of threat we have going on here, and two, try to sneak all the way around to here. So that
Raul,
way
you're
he's-
a computer guy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we need to get him a bracer computer. You really need a bracer computer, man.
Yeah. Counteroffer. I'm poor.
I know.
We're all poor.
Girl,
Yes.
Oh, right, yeah, security station. I forgot completely about that. My bad.
Yeah, I know. I've been wanting. I wanted to go there. However, I also asked earlier if we know what's behind here, and Audie said no, so that I didn't think
Well,
to
you don't-
point that out in character.
okay, so let me make a slight addendum to that. You guys probably, like, more than likely somebody went and spoke to somebody here. You know there is, like, computer equipment in here. When you go in,
Okay.
until such time as you enter that room, you don't know what's going to be there. That
Also, aren't all of these doors just sort of like openings? They're not really like actual doors.
for the most part.
Yeah, so I mean, we would have seen probably the computers here and the computers here. at least,
Mhm.
walking in.
If I could get to any consoles, I could figure out what I can do there.
Well, hold on. It's just a laser designator, so it's just a targeting laser. That means it has to be communicating with some sort of computer. You can just turn off that communication.
The computer it's communicating with is the turret. It's the turrets.
You think it's communicating directly?
Yeah, that's what laser designators do. The turrets lock onto the signal from the laser.
Mm.
It's like in Arma when you lock onto a laser designator with a helicopter or something. It just tells the targeting system
Well,
where
okay.
to shoot.
If he doesn't know that they're still functioning droids for the most part, doesn't that stand to reason that they're being slaved? So it is still technically communicating with the computer systems in the structure?
I don't think so.
So
I don't think that's how
for
that
a targeting for a turret, something like that, something like what those are, it doesn't really need much. It needs a simple program to tell it, look for X. X being whatever targeting solution that they've come up with. In this case, AFOD's targeting laser.
Okay.
And
well, the reason I was saying that is I was wondering if he could hack them from here.
He would probably have to get up to them.
Yeah, realistically, they are self-contained. I'm just going to outright say it. They are self-contained. They are intended to continue to look like they are functioning droids. So to have any sort of connection, you know, the B2 series didn't. They had antennas, but they were not intended for a constant connection. They were intended for a single data point. Essentially, it's a single transfer node, not a constant connection node.
Okay, I see now. They do have a remote receiver, but they do have like an actual. Okay, I see.
Yeah. That was that was both the. So episode 1 is the Gen 1 B1 series.
Mm-hmm.
Episodes 2 and 3 in the Clone Wars series are Gen 2 B1s and B2s, which one of the major upgrades that was made is essentially all of the battle droids have their own processor in them so they can function independently. They are not reliant on a remote signal.
Yeah, they still have the remote receiver, so they can use a remote processor, but they're not slave to it.
But the remote processor is only used to be given orders instead of a constant maintained connection.
Yeah. I think that what I was basically trying to figure out is if AFOD had a remote processor or not. Because if he had a remote processor, yeah, we could just hijack the remote processor, give them orders to shoot him.
Based on, and this is, part of this is me creating conversation between the three of you based on Graal's knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
Graal can tell you with a fair amount of certainty the equipment that is there doesn't have the correct equipment for data processing that would be necessary to run droids, and they don't have. Essentially, it's clear they are facades, nothing more.
Yeah.
They are a targeting system and a blaster. That's it, and it's essentially on a motor.
Mm-hmm.
And I apologize, Rook, if it feels like I'm taking a little bit of the agency away. I'm just trying to fill in the gaps.
You're all good.
So, Aramis is going to suggest kind of an in-between to your guys' plan. walk through the door acting as if you're giving into their info. You're giving into his want. Get in the position. It gives you the chance in the moment to scout.
Yeah.
From there, very clearly, no matter what, you can't leave either unless Aphod dies or unless you die. When it comes down to it, you don't get paid unless Aphod dies. If you give in to Aphod's demands, you're going to be in deep shit with Gardulo, who will probably kill you for it. The fact of the matter is this is a kill Aphod or die situation all around for you guys. So, go in acting like you are giving in, with the basic understanding of once you have a full sense of what's going on, you can figure out what's your target, what's your aim, what's your focus, and go from there. Because you can plan for 1,000,001 different things, but when it comes down to it, until you're in there, because if you walk in there and there's like 150 people in there, you ain't walking out of there.
I understand.
But it gives you a much better opportunity, and rather than immediately starting a fight and having to potentially fight your way to Aphod, you get there, HK, first thing he does is try and smoke Aphod.
Yeah, I was thinking we could walk in, then I could, 1, cold shot his hand, and then 2, just shoot him.
Both of those are options. What it comes down to is trying to plan out the fight, not knowing how many people you're going to have to fight. Because if you walk in for this fight and there's, it's 5-to-1 odds, trying to run in the front door at 5-to-1 odds, you're not even going to make it to that room.
Yeah. You know what? I'm starting to think we should probably have Fred be brought up to speed about what's going on.
Figured Fred was just gonna stay here on the ship and guard it.
Actually, yeah, that's probably a good idea. Too many issues with us leaving nobody on the ship. Too many people seem to just like to sneak on ships,
Yeah.
I mean, I do kind of want to bring him into this fight just because having another blaster rifle.
Generally speaking, if you would have some sort of system to allow you to close your ship, so it's not like somebody could just board your ship.
Okay, so I can lock it down?
Yeah.
Okay, so long as I can do that. Where is my... There it is. Yeah, he has a regular blaster rifle. So... having a second blaster rifle would be nice. Damage-wise. Plus more action. But it's up to you guys. If you guys think we should leave him on the ship, we'll leave him on the ship.
Aramis says, extra set of hands never hurts.
I'm fine with having him stay on the ship. It'd be nice to have someone guarding the home front.
Okay. Rook?
Hmm?
Do you think...
don't.
Oh, okay.
I don't care.
Okay. I guess we're gonna keep him on the ship. Kind of figured it would be nice to let him.
Well, to be fair, he's kind of shitting bricks about AFOD anyway, so...
Well, yeah, but I kind of figured it would be nice for him to get closure about that. You know.
In the grand scheme of things, you're his boss. If you order him to go, he's gonna go. But
Yeah. I don't want to order him to do something too. I just figured, you know, closure would be nice for him. No, we'll keep him on the ship. It's fine.
I mean, you can ask him what he wants to do.
never hurts to ask.
Yeah, I guess I'll go call him over and ask him.
So you go up to his door. Same thing as the last few times. You press the button, the door opens a little bit, you see his eye kind of peek through, and then the door opens. For the first time, the door fully opens, and he stands looking at you, Zorna. Boss, I apologize, what can I do for you?
So, Aphod's, really, how to put this, screwed the pooch, and we're going to be killing him. Would you like to stay here and guard the ship, or come help?
You're gonna go kill Aphod? Doesn't he work for Jabba?
Yes, but as I've been told, that's of little consequence here. In other words, Aphod has pissed off enough people that work for Jabba higher up than him that, you know, no one's gonna really miss him.
If you want me to come ice a dude, you know I'm down for whatever you tell me you need me to do.
Well, I wanted to get your opinion on this first. If you thought that taking out Aphod would give you some closure.
To be fair, my opinion is get as far away from Tatooine as we can, because Aphod. But next best option is turning him into paste on the floor.
Yes. Well, if things go right, we'll be taking care of Aphod, making him into paste, so to speak. Repairing the ship, perhaps doing an upgrade or two, and...
Well, if we're going to do this, there is one little extra bit of information I could tell you.
All right.
So, Aphod has these grates in the floor. Well, he made them to look like the same thing Jabba has in his palace. And Jabba's palace, they're a trapdoor that leads down to his Rancor pit. But in Aphod's little shithole there, they lead down to his, essentially, jail.
But they are still a trapdoor.
They are.
I see.
Not as far of a fall. And you're not going to end up in something's stomach later. But it's there.
That is very good. So we're not standing there. If you know what I mean.
As a side note, when you guys went there to meet him the first time, you got essentially marched right up to it.
Yeah. Well, this time we're not getting escorted in. So okay. I'm gonna go back to join back with the group, and yeah. Blaster pistols, small. So unless it was tiny, then only in that case would it. That's only a holdout. Anyways, how's this for the plan? We go in through the front door, act like we're just, doing as he told us, and then once we get about here or so, we should, by this point that we're here, have a good idea of who all is in this room, in the audience chamber, guarding him, what kind of security he has going on. Grawl could probably, I don't know, disable any security measures that we don't know about here in the security station. And we could look to take out AFOD and anyone else here that is going to be problematic and immediately try to fight us. So it will still end up being a firefight. Grawl won't be directly in the firefight, fortunately. He'll be taking care of any security measures and everything else, making sure that they don't call for backup, something like that. And then I don't know, like just cause chaos with their comms once the fighting starts, and then we can probably just clean things up. Who knows if he has anyone down there? We'll have to check and clean up. Does that sound like a good plan for everyone?
Yeah.
Sure.
Anything else that I missed?
I don't think so.
Okay. I mean, let's see. No, I don't think it'll have cover by the time we're there. So yeah, so long as
He'll probably meet us to see what's going on, then I might be able to just quick draw his ass. But I need a pistol.
I mean, if you're low ready. Huh? I was saying, if you're at low ready, you're just snapping up, so that technically counts, doesn't it?
Yeah, but I'd like to have a blaster pistol just in case, because they may confiscate weapons. Because they said they were Mushi said they were just going to ice us anyway, and then take the data for themselves.
Yeah, but if we're the ones walking in ourselves, well...
I don't think it hurts to be prepared. Do you think... Does Jeff have any spare weapons on him? He has a rifle and a pistol, right?
Who?
Jeff. Or Fred.
Fred?
My bad.
Okay, 1 second. I just got a text message from my landlord. Okay. I believe he does. Hold on, let me double check that I got 2 of those. Yes, he has a death hammer as well. So if you want... Well, okay, the problem is death hammer is a medium-sized pistol.
Shot. I'll make it work. I want to put a heavy blaster pistol in my hidden holster. Let me dream, alright?
How much can the hidden holster...
Let me pull it up. Hidden holster. Hidden holster can hold a weapon 1 size category smaller than the droid, or smaller. My size category is medium.
So it has to be small. So you can't fit the... Huh?
Sigh.
Right.
Hey, Hottie, can we bend the rule? Pretty please. It's fine. I'll just take a regular blaster pistol.
So you could take the blaster pistol that Aramis has.
He's going to be going into the battle with us, though.
Well, let me finish the thought. You could borrow that one, and Aramis could borrow Deathhammer.
True.
That would work.
Everyone roll a perception check.
Oh boy.
Okay. Give me 1 second. That was almost a 20. 8.
19.
So that's going to be a 15.
12.
So, actually, let me roll for Aramis real quick. Yeah. So, as you guys are sitting there, you guys all hear an explosion in the distance.
I see. Captain, I believe that Apod's gang has begun their assault.
Yeah, give me 1 moment. Sorry.
Oh. Break time.
Yeah. So, let's take 5 minutes.
Yep.
Go use the restroom. Grab a drink. Anything you guys need to do, take care of it now.
Okay.
And we will pick up from right here.
Okay. Sorry about that.
No worries.
Replying to my landlord.
Yeah, no worries. All right. So, let me pull up some tunes so that while we are on break...
I will be back. I'm going to mute while I do so.
Yeah, no worries. All right, so, ladies, gents, boys, and girls, we will be back in just a minute.
Okay.
Alright, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Thank you. So yeah, for those who were listening to the music in the stream, that was Cloak and Dagger by Harris Heller and Shitsubo Shida by Josh Liss. If people are interested in finding links to where I found my music, reach out to me in Whispers or on Discord, and I will get you links to it. I found this really awesome synthwave mix that is supposedly DMCA and royalty free, and thus far it has been. So
Nice.
So you excited for the upcoming battle?
Yeah. I am. Finally gonna get a chance to do something that I made for.
Oh yeah. All right.
All right.
There is a situation that has come up, and I'm going to have to call things here. I hate to say it, but I've had something come up that I need to handle, and so I am going to call it here. I hate to do this, but yeah, you guys know how it is. Life has to come first.
Yep. I get you.
So, I will send a message to Lantas and let him know. For those watching the stream, we will pick this up where we left off next time. Have a good week. And I will see you, if I stream on Sunday, I will see you on Sunday. I'll see you, if not, I'll see you whenever the next time I stream is. So, have a good night, everybody.
All right.
See you.